Hey y'all, welcome in. If you are new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie, and if you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here, we're also gender fluid. I may say you when I'm talking to them. I may say them when I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate, leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. All right, y'all, let's get into it. This is take two. I notice I only have these issues of like starting and stopping when we're dealing with the shadow phases of Mercury's retrograde. I notice it happens every single time. So let's get into it. I've swapped out decks. I'm gonna do a whole different spread. I'm like, all right. I recorded like 30 minutes and I was like, I don't like this energy. I'm gonna get out of it. We're gonna start over. All right, so let's see what Spirit wants to talk about now that I've refreshed the deck. And I'm gonna do a different spread. All right, let's get into it. I don't like this. I don't like this. So somebody that you've walked away from is returning. Oh. Okay, so you have somebody that you may have previously walked away from wanting to return. I feel like it kind of looks like somebody wanting to come in for a reconciliation. I don't really like the energy though. I don't really like this energy. I heard strong arm. Okay. What are they gonna try to strong arm you into taking them back? I don't like the energy because this isn't somebody who, I don't feel like this person is an active participant, like hasn't been an active participant in your relationship. So it almost feels like they want to come back for a reconciliation, but they feel a sense of entitlement to the relationship, like the relationship aspect. They feel some sense of entitlement, like being connected to you, but whoever this person is, they've never actually put in like the effort and the amount of time to like, I mean, we talked about it yesterday, like people in your life. You have people in your life who like don't even know you really. I mean, they know who you are. I mean, you know, they know your name, they know that you're you. They don't know you. It's because they never actually took the time to get to know you. And so I feel like this person has a plan to try to like, you know, come back in, but I don't even really like this energy. I don't. Because I don't feel like the reason, I don't know, I'll get to the reason, but it definitely feels like this person, they're doing it, like them coming back is solely for their own benefit. This is not about the consideration of you or the relationship. It's this person is looking at how do I benefit from coming, I'm going to come back to you because, it's almost giving, if you were dealing with somebody who in the past was like low effort in your relationship, it almost feels like they want to come back because they think that it's going to be that way with you again. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like they don't think that your expectations would be any higher than whatever they were giving before. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I don't like it. I just know I don't like the energy. Okay, maybe it's somebody that you could have been, this could have been somebody you were married to or in some type of contract with. Could be rooted in a family dynamic. Yes. It almost feels like, oh, that's what it is. I'm like, it almost feels like somebody wanting, like, it's like the realization that they didn't really give. Because I did say that. I was like, they didn't really give or invest in the relationship. And now it feels like they want, it definitely looks like somebody who now wants to give to the relationship. They want the relationship to be reciprocal, because if you are at a distance from them now, they're devastated by it. They're heartbroken. And they feel lonely. I'm like, hold on. Because I have two people out here in distorted energy. It could be, this could be rooted in a family experience. Nothing would make this person more happy if they could just come back and, you know. I just heard Regina Bell's Make It Like It Was. You got your boundaries up. This is somebody. It's interesting because I could look at this two different ways. Like, whoever this person was, they didn't actually put a whole lot of effort into the relationship or whatever. They just feel entitled to the connection with you, because I think maybe in the past you were I talked about this. Maybe in the past you were the one who were, you were the one that was like fostering the connection. You were always the one, checking up on and showing up and are you good and all that, right? But they're devastated by the fact that you don't do that anymore. I'm looking at it from the energetic standpoint. Like, that was you. You used to just be very, like, kind of doty over this person. Very selfless. This is very selfless. This energy right here is very selfless. Like, you poured a lot of effort and energy into this person so that they didn't it's like, I don't know, it's almost like overcompensation. You did more than what this person did, but you did so much that it basically allowed them to skate in the relationship without really having to put in a lot of effort, because you put in the effort for both of y'all. Like, okay, now I'm hearing that Jhené Aiko and Drake song. Something about loving me for the enough for the both of us. I'm like, I can hear it, but I can't hear it. It's like I can hear the music, but I can't hear the lyrics. And I'm not gonna go looking it up. But you may have loved this person enough for the both of you, literally. And now this person is trying to figure out a way to, like, I don't know, it's like they're trying to figure out a way to get back to you, because they're really hoping for some type of success in, like, bridging the gap between you. Because they're right now, this person they're very heartbroken by the fact that there's distance between you. Yeah, especially if this person lied, like if they were dishonest within a relationship, they're heartbroken by the distance, but they're even more heartbroken at the fact that this relationship may very well be like done and over, you know. Yeah, I see this in two different ways. Like, yeah, this person wants to come. This person wants to come back to try to like heal the connection. They want to heal the connection. Yeah, I said it here. I was like, you love them. You did all the heavy lifting in the relationship. You did all of the energy, time, investment. And so, like, you did so much that this person really didn't have to do anything. I heard you didn't require them to. And I think what's another thing that's a blow to this person is that oh, this is loaded. Because I feel like, I don't know if they have some kind of way of seeing you. Oh, this is so loaded. Okay. This part ain't for everybody. Whoever this person is, you may have had like some type of telepathic connection to this person. You may have had some type of telepathic connection to this person. They can't feel you. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. I feel like you redirected your attention because what they're devastated by the separation or whatever, but you appear to be fine, happy even. You appear to be happy, very happy. Now, here's the other thing that I'm looking at this one section here, because it definitely feels like somebody wanting to come in to disturb your peace. Because I'm telling you, I feel like you're in a good space right now. And because this person is dealing with some heartache, I don't know if this is so much about them wanting to come and heal the connection. Because, yes, I said that at first, but now that I'm looking at the other cards, I'm like, maybe it's not about healing the connection, but maybe it's more about this person trying to be in your presence so that you could heal them. Okay. The last spread, I actually wasn't going to talk about it unless I saw it, but this does feel a little bit like my last reading. So in the last spread, there was a distorted masculine energy who, it was either being discovered or realized, like there's something, they've been hiding something about like their own stability, their own financial situation. And it was somebody that was kind of looking at you, and there were questions about like how you, like when you were down bad. This is somebody who is close enough to you in proximity that they've seen you down bad. But the question for them was, you were down bad, but you're not now. I'm down bad, but I don't know how to get out of this. And I'm looking at you and I see that you're not down bad anymore and you're doing really well and you're very stable and you're happy. I don't know how you did that. Like, there was a question of how you did that. How did you accomplish that, right? but there was energy of them wanting to approach you, but they were wanting to approach you because they had an expectation, because you're so, what they can see is that you've been so generous. Like, you normally, I said here, you've done enough loving in your relationships. This could be anybody. This could be any relationship. It could have definitely something to do with a family dynamic. It could be anybody. But the way that you showed up in the past, the way that you've always been in relationships is you overcompensate. You may have even overcompensated in a lot of the relationships where you feel like if some people kind of fell a little short in those relationships, you made up for it with extra care. And I think you might have done it. It's funny because my husband is always talking about he leads by example. So he does things. He doesn't necessarily like explain it to you. He just shows you by way of his actions. Like, this is how I do things, and I'm going to just show you. Hopefully you're paying attention. You see me doing, right? I kind of feel like that's where you are now. Like, now you just live your life and you're not people pleasing, you're not bending over backwards, you're just doing what you're focusing on yourself. You're not really worried about how other people are doing or what they're going through. That ain't got shit to do with you, so I'm not focusing on it. It's none of my business. This person, I feel like they wanted to come towards you, but it was also, one, I'm curious to know how you recovered. Two, can you help a brother or help a sister out? So, the energy was a little funky. I'm still kind of getting that here. Because even right here, I'm like, okay, are they coming towards you because they want to heal the relationship? Or are they coming towards you because they have an expectation of you healing them? Help me. But when you were down bad, did this person come to your aid? Did anybody, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I'll keep everything in perspective. But if you were down bad and somebody or a lot of somebodies saw that you were down bad but never offered or extended themselves. And granted, here's the thing. I do believe, because I've thought about this too. There is this really fine line a really fine line, because I feel like all of the troubles that we've gone through and experienced, yes, while some of them were manufactured at the hands of other people, they threw extra shit into the mix so that it could be a little harder than it needed to be. I ain't talking about that. But there were some things that we needed to experience that were genuine lessons for us, okay? But I think one of the greater lessons in that is that it was for you to stop showing up in places and for people who never actually ever showed up for you in the same way that you did. You know what I mean? I think the greater lesson, so that's when this person comes back, that's something that you're going to have to really contemplate. I'm sorry that you're going through some tough shit right now. Maybe you lost your job or whatever, because now I'm getting that here. It's like somebody who's devastated because they going through some stuff, and like, you don't, they miss that nurturing, loving energy that you used to provide because it kept them grounded. So now this person is trying to figure out, how do I get back to the collective after I've done all this fuck shit? How do I come back from that? Yeah, like, yeah, no. Yeah. So, yeah, I said I wasn't sure if they wanted you to heal them, or did they just want to come so that you can ground them. This person, I feel like I think the expectation is for you to do the work for them, for you to do the healing. Like, I don't know what you did. I don't know how you healed yourself, but can you do, it's like, God, I see what you do for others. Can you do that for me? That's kind of what this looks like. Because I still don't see the effort on their part to do their work. So it would be asinine, honestly, for you to revisit or entertain that or that person, because you don't necessarily have fond memories of your experience with them. So if you choose not to reconcile, that's also part of like that's also part of the, like, if you call judgment on the relationship and decided to, move away from it or whatever, stop putting effort into other people, stop putting effort into like a family dynamic or whatever, and learn how to like heal yourself. You focus on that. You ain't worried about everybody else. Y'all got to figure your own shit out. Yeah, you're only entertaining situations and relationships that are, people that are loyal to you. You have no desire to entertain anybody. Yeah, you're not going near these people or this person because the foundation of the relationship has been wrecked. Has been wrecked. And because you were always the one that was doing all the heavy lifting in the relationship, yeah, you don't have any desire to show up for people who didn't show up for you. You just don't. You let this shit go. Okay. Yeah, so it's crazy because, like, you made a new decision and you chose to, like, if you walked away from whatever this is, you chose to, like, move past your disappointment in the other people that were participating in these relationships. You decided, you know what, I'm not going to focus on the disappointment. I'm just going to redirect my thoughts, and I'm just going to, this is because I think at some point you expected, like, for the people, all the people that you were pouring into and giving love to and, just being generous with, I think at some point you started to lose your faith in that because it wasn't being reciprocated back to you. Like, all of that wasn't being reciprocated back to you. And that's not what you wanted for yourself. So if you made a decision to to choose something else, especially as I think I mentioned yesterday, I was like, if you had a partner, if you are in a partnership or a relationship, you chose your partner over like your family dynamic. And if it's not your partner, it's like, you chose, it's because the 5 of Cups is the 3 cups are spilled, and then you got the other 2 cups that are upright, right? And instead of crying over the spilled milk, we're going to focus on those 2 cups. Usually the 2 cups that are remaining upright, this is a relationship that's very close to you in proximity. So instead of you focusing, you made a choice. I'm not going to focus on all this disappointing shit from what I was dealing with before. Yeah. Yes. I'm not going to focus on this. I'm not going to focus on the disappointment of this. I'm going to heal myself. I'm not literally y'all figure your own shit out. I'm going to worry about me. By you extracting yourself, again, you could have literally just leaned more into your own partnership. Focus, focus on your kids. Focus on anything else other than these people or this person. You avoid something catastrophic just from making that decision. Yes. 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 You had different plans. I like it. Yep. You chose to put an end. You chose to put an end to self-betrayal. All of that energy that you had been pouring into other people really was self-betrayal. When you thought you were doing the right thing, you were essentially giving people a pass not to actually participate in the relationship because they knew you would pick up the slack. You chose to put an end to that cycle and focus, again, like I said, focus only on people who are loyal to you, that actually put in the effort and the time to create solid and sturdy foundations to relationship dynamics. Crazy. This is crazy work. So, this person, this is part of their karma. So, I don't know who I'm talking about or who this is, but I have the energy out here of, it's like this person broke their own heart because they made like stupid ass decisions. You may have had unconditional love for someone, but now that you've retracted all of your energy and you're only focusing on yourself, there's something in the way that they now see you or perceive you. Because, and I think that they do have a way of seeing you. So maybe, I don't know if you're on social media or something. Like you could be posting on, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, Facebook. But you appear to be very grounded. You're happy. You look good. It looks like you're taking care of yourself. You're not pouring from empty cups. You know what I'm saying? Like they're looking at the contrast between where their life is and where your life is. And now I feel like they're in regret because, oh yes, they're in regret because they're recognizing how their choices have impacted their life. If this person ever had you in third party energy, they're realizing like this is something that this shit plays over and over in this person's head, that they undermine the integrity of the relationship. So if you are looking at it from a standpoint of, I would never entertain you, I don't give a shit how we're connected. Like I say, if it's a family person, if it's somebody that's connected to you through family, I mean, hell, it could even be like a spouse or something. It doesn't have to be. And third party doesn't always have to be a third, person or a mistress or anything like that. It could be anything or anyone. But this person is devastated that they may not ever get a chance to reconnect with you. It definitely kind of feels like somebody who's kicking themselves after the fact. Like they're now looking, hindsight's 2020. Now they're looking at how, they're in regret because they didn't take the time to like really work on the foundation of the relationship. So, they made the decision. They kind of made the decision for you. I think for you just had to wake up enough to recognize where you were overplaying your hand. I'm just getting like this overcompensation energy. Like you may have just given and like almost like you gave in a way where you felt like it was expected of you almost. But now you would not. You're not. Like you're like, I'm not. I'm only focusing on moving towards people and connections that are loyal to me. And that's appropriate. Yeah, I'm only fucking with people who are team players, who are actually wanting to work with me, people that are loyal to me. And this kind of comes across as somebody who doesn't, like, they I don't know what they thought or how they thought that this would play out. I kind of feel like this person always thought that you would be there, like you would always, or that you would always choose them. I don't know who this is, because it's coming across as a distorted masculine. Could be anybody though. Yeah, this person had no idea. They never expected you. Ooh, and they not happy. They never expected you to become, like, if you became, all of a sudden, if you became really cold and detached, like emotionally all the way. I actually like this energy, I'm not even gonna lie. If you became emotionally detached and like severed ties, like you made a mind over heart decision, you didn't let your, you didn't let the love for this person cloud your judgment, child, this person is not happy. Not happy at all. They feel like, this kind of comes across like they feel like they fucked up, like they played, like in their mind they were still playing a game and they played the game wrong. You were like, they were playing checkers, you were playing chess. They played the game all wrong and the outcome was not what they expected. Because I feel like this person thought that they could always come back to you and you would always choose them. Yeah, and if, like I said, if you had some kind of telepathic connection, like if you had telepathic connection to this person, child, you have retracted your antenna. Like you've cut that off. So they can't hear you, they can't feel you anymore. They can't mentally connect to you. Yeah, you put an end to this. There was a toxicity, yeah. I kind of feel like this person is obsessively thinking about you, though. They're obsessively thinking about you. They think about, just right over here, they think a lot about, like, what happened and how they showed up or didn't show up. They think a lot about the way that you cared and nurtured for them. They think a lot about the way that you may have been very grounding for them, and like when they were in your presence, it's kind of weird because, like I said, I feel like this person always, they felt like you would always be there. They thought you would always be there. So when things changed and then you made a decision that, like, I just don't want to do this anymore, I've done it, I've done enough. I've done enough, you've done enough, we've done enough. I just saw 33:11 on the clock. Yeah, this person thinks very heavily about the decisions that they've made, the moves that they made. Especially if they were heavily involved in third party energy. Especially if they were heavily involved in third party energy. Like you were looking for, I feel like you were looking for stability, reciprocity. You weren't looking, like this person, I feel like they was looking for some kind of excitement. And you were looking for a grounded experience. And it's weird. I feel like this person initially thought that you couldn't live without them. Womp womp. They're learning. I'm like, they're learning. Yeah, they felt like I don't know, like they felt like it's kind of like, it's kind of a weird energy because over here I'm like, they look like they're, I do feel like the intent was for them to come to you for healing. Yeah, that's not going to happen. And you probably already knew about, you might have intuitively known about like third party energy. You might have intuitively known the reason why this person wasn't putting effort into the connection with you is because they were focused on other things or other people. You may have also been aware of their attachment to some bad habits. Over here, I feel like this is you rejecting them. Because I kind of get the impression this person feels like they can't live without you, but I don't think you're interested. You don't care. I'm like, you don't care. Ace of Cups in reverse. Nope. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Nope. I'm like, nope. Missed opportunity. There ain't no love here. Sorry. No love at the end. You made a decision. Yeah. Okay, now this person, I could look at this two different ways. You could either have this person blocked. You may have them blocked. You could have them blocked on social media. You could have them blocked on your phone. You could have them like they can't communicate with you. Or they're in a position right now where they want to come towards you, but they can't. They may have travel restrictions or something like that. They may not have an ability to come towards you. Yeah, it's kind of like this person. It's really weird because even when I go from the top to the bottom of the road, it's almost like they don't really know what to do. They would love to. I do feel like this person, they want to come back and try to like, kumbaya with you, but I just feel like they never expected you to detach. Damn. Okay, now the way that I'm receiving this, and collective has left the building. This is a missed opportunity for somebody. I feel like you've chosen to manifest, like if you've got, because I kind of feel like you may have even made it so like if this person can't communicate with you, like I said, if you did have like a telepathic antenna up at one point between you and this person, that doesn't exist anymore. I also kind of see down here like some of you may have been manifesting the fact that, like, I mean, you've been listening to my readings for a while. You might be doing work to try to manifest the fact that they don't come back, like that they don't try to communicate to you. Now this is interesting because this is in two different places. So it kind of feels like maybe I have a group of people who are energetically blocking out whoever these people or this person is, so that they can't come near you or can't communicate with, because you're already very, this section right here feels like somebody's very clear. I'm not fucking with you at all. I don't give a damn what the circumstances are. I don't care what your issue is. I'm done. I have no interest. I'm going quiet. I'm going cold. I'm done. I've left the building. I'm done. No new opportunity. I'm not fucking with you. And then down here, I could be, because I know there's like maybe 4 or 5 of you in my comments that are like, I'm waiting for them to come back. Somebody here that may be waiting for somebody to come back to communicate. I wouldn't hold your breath though, just saying. Because I'm kind of getting the energy of like, I feel like this is more about you moving on versus them coming in to say whatever they're going to say. Because I can see it all over the board. You're not interested. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't. I'm talking to someone who is legit not interested. Oh. Now, I'm like, now that I've laid all these cards out here, I just saw something here and I hadn't thought about this. If this is somebody that you had been romantically connected to, that you have a family with, they may have, I feel like this person kind of broke their own heart. It's like they didn't, I don't know, like they didn't, I don't want to say like they didn't see your worth. Maybe they didn't see your worth. They didn't see your value. But it feels like they also may have chosen, like I said, they may have been involved in third party energy. And I feel like there's a deep sense of regret around the decision or the person that they chose. Because they chose the person, they chose that person for the wrong reason. They may have chosen, like, say, so like if there's a third party, they may have chosen that person like it was, maybe it was just sex, right? And then they got kind of like locked into it because it was like hot and heavy or whatever. No real commitment, but like it was hot and heavy. And I think the person that they ended up with is like very codependent on them. But if they're now in a position, because I kind of see that there's some like financial issues. But if they've made some decisions, yeah, I want to say it's probably karmically charged for whatever they've done to you. It feels like it's karma for the way that they did you. So if they got involved with another person, the person that they got involved with is their complete opposite of who you are. And now they're down here kicking themselves because they're like, shit, I got involved with this person or these people. I fucked off my relationship with the collective. I betrayed the collective for these, sexual exploits or whatever. And now, because I wasn't paying attention to, my connection with the collective, and I was more just trying to, sow my royal oats. Now I'm out here with my ass out and the collective is gone because collective is not dealing with my shit anymore. I'm heartbroken because the collective is finally like, I don't know how long y'all been doing this. It could be for a long time, but I'm like, the collective is like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not interested. So it's probably, without me pulling any more cards, I'm like, it's probably going to result in this person having like dark night of the soul, because the realization that you are done and that you have left the building, that's going to be very difficult for them to deal with. Okay. Yeah, the person that they ended up with, crazy. Because whoever they ended up with, I think they have issues with that person. Like they argue, they have a lot of they argue a lot. But again, I said the main reason why they got with this person in the first place, it was for like sexual reasons. It wasn't because, She might have initially presented herself as being, very loving and generous and all that. I think he got caught with a bait and switch. He got caught with a bait and switch. And then there's this I think it's now kicking in for them, the realization that the person that they're dealing with, I am not going to call her stupid, but she's definitely somebody who she don't know as much as she thinks she does. She's not as intelligent as she portrays herself to be. She does lie, and she's very manipulative. It probably causes a lot of friction between them. He's also seeing a difference between you and this person. Yeah, I feel like when they lost you or when you walked away from the relationship, this feels like somebody who lost it all. So they could be like, they could have got with this woman. Like I said, it could have been, there were very superficial reasons, but I feel like he got with this, whoever this person is, he may have gotten with this woman and it may have been like a sexual pursuit or whatever, but it's probably costing him way more money. Because again, I think she got with him for the wrong reasons. And so she, gassed him up. And it's really a weird ass cycle, honestly. He blew up the relationship with you. He blew up the relationship with you by chasing after this chick. So he don't want you to know about that, though. I'm like, here I am telling you all the business. He don't want you to know about that, but I said, here I am telling you about the business, and the sun comes out. He don't want you to know about that, but I'm telling you. The sun. I'm telling you, and I'm gong. Look, I'm not only am I exposing it, but I'm gonging the gong. I'm making noise about it as well. And the exposure of this information is devastating. And it ain't nothing they can do. There's nothing that they can do to... There's nothing that they can do to fix it, correct it, absolve it. There's nothing they can do. You're done. 10 of Wands. Oh my God. You're done. It's like the realization, just this realization, the realization of what they've done to you, how they approached you, how they handled you or mishandled you in the relationship. The repercussion from this is you being done. Finally. Yes. The World. Last card out. Love it. And I think by you moving away from this situation, you are opening up new potential options for yourself. You might be a little bit reluctant to initiate or engage in new pursuits, just because of what, depending on where you are in the timeline, just depending on how recent this all is happening for you. You might be a little gun shy, so you might not be really trying to put yourself back out there again. Especially after the discovery of something you didn't know. Because I am getting like smoke and mirrors. There's something here that somebody does not want you to know about. Because I feel like if you know about it, you will absolutely dip and you will never return. So I'm just going to say it, and I'm only going to say it once. The past does not have anything new to say. Yeah, because they want to listen. Even from the bottom of the deck, they're watching you. Oh, they're watching you. They're not happy with what they see. They're not happy with what they see. They're not happy with what they're stuck with. Because you are embracing a whole new cycle and a new life, a new abundant cycle, a new life is coming towards you. And this person, I feel like this person wants to come in and repair the relationship, but they are dealing with some things. Oh, they could also be dealing with they could be dealing with a legal situation, and they are unable, like I'm telling you, they may not be able to come towards you. They could be dealing with a legal situation, like maybe like they're I'm like just based because I got gang cards out here. I'm using the whole deck. Because here it's kind of like somebody having to overcome their fear and wanting to come towards you. The Page of Wands is the minor arcana to the Fool. But the energy of this card, it's like, I don't want to, let's not focus on the past because it already happened. Let's not focus too far into the future because we don't know what the future is. Let's just be really present here right now. But what it kind of feels like is like, if I don't acknowledge what I've done, then we can just start from here and move into the future without really acknowledging anything that took place in the past. That ain't gonna work, because what they're trying to do is they are trying, it almost feels like somebody trying to force their way back into your life because that's where they want to be, right? But they're making this decision that has, their ego is all over this. They want what they want. Never mind what you went through. Never mind what they put you through. Never mind that. They want what they want. So now they're trying to figure out a way to get some communication to you. But it doesn't appear that any of their efforts are actually working. And again, like I said, I think you're only investing your efforts and time into things that are pouring back equally into you. And this person is just really unhappy because you look like you're going into a new cycle and they can't do anything to stop it. They always thought that you would come back. They thought that you were committed to them. Every time when I use this deck, every time I see this Six of Swords, you see the look on this guy's face. He looks like that like for me that would be you on that boat going away. You're like, yeah, I'm done with this. But the look on his face is so smug because he's looking like, oh, she'll be back. We do this all the time. The collective will be back. Look at his face. So, and it's like she'll be back because they're very committed to me, very dedicated and committed to me. They find, and that's not what happened. The reality is, and now I'm down to the very last card of the deck. The reality is, you saw this for what it was, and the only reason why, their efforts of trying to come back towards you to reestablish the connection is going to be unsuccessful. And honestly, I feel like the only reason why they're trying to come back into your life is because they're experiencing a lot of misfortune. And the misfortune that they're experiencing is a byproduct of, because like I said, I've said this before, they may have not just hurt you, but it's kind of like the energy of like a string of people that were involved. A string of people that were involved. So if you feel like they broke your heart, there are other people out there that got their heart broken in the same way. This person has a trail of people with their hearts broken. But there's something about you that makes this person want to come back in for this unconditionally loving energy that you once gave them, and you don't have any of that to give. Shop's closed. You don't have any more of that to give, and as far as you're concerned, cycle is done. 10 of Wands in the reverse to the world, like you're done. You've learned everything that you needed to learn from dealing with this person. What not to do the next go round, what not to engage in, what not to entertain. So here's the thing. Yeah. This person wants to come towards you because they trying to get that old thing back. Like they're trying to get that old thing back. Their life right now is in disharmony. They want to reach out to you. They want to communicate to you. They're having a really hard time letting go of the past. But the cards in the center kind of imply, I don't know if this is their awareness that they have a lot of work to do in order to get back into your good graces, and their willingness to do that work. I don't know yet. Now this looks like somebody who's perceiving. Yes. Okay. There's somebody here who's they're learning something about some of their habits, especially if they lie. If they've been lying, maybe they've been lying to themselves. They've been lying to themselves. Because this tells me somebody here is perceiving, they're seeing you very clearly right now. They're seeing something very clearly about, yeah. So in order for them to try, okay, here's the thing. In order for this person, now I keep saying in the past don't have nothing new to say, but I feel like in order for this person to evolve and learn the lesson, whether or not you want to hear any of these things, honestly, I don't have any cards out here with an apology, so there's that too. But there's something here where somebody has to come to grips with the fact that in order for them, if there was energy supporting a reconciliation, that they would have to do a lot of work to get back into your good grace. Because I don't see you doing anything. I don't see that. Yeah. See, they're not thinking about the future. They're stuck in the past. So I kind of see where this person is like recognizing how much effort it really required on your part. Like how much effort you put in the relationship of being, in your attempt to be reciprocal. So if this person wanted to be back in your life, that you are the blessing. So if they wanted to be a part of your life, they would actually have to put in the effort to make the reconciliation or reconnection happen. And if you don't see that, you're not giving anything. I'm not paying no attention to it, because you've already learned your lesson. And maybe I think this person has also recognized where they have also been repeating a lesson too. Damn. Okay. Now these 5 cards kind of give me the energy of somebody like they realize, because whoever this person is, I don't feel like I think y'all get along relatively well, regardless of whatever the nature of your relationship has been. I think you get along generally pretty well. Or you may have had to do a lot in order to maintain a certain level of peace where there was no drama. But I kind of feel like this person has to accept that you're being led away from this. It would be a blessing for them if you chose to reconcile, but I don't see any actual energy that supports that. And these last 3 cards make it feel like it feels more to me like somebody having to accept the fact that the divine has called you to do something else. Like the divine has called you to move on, move away from this situation, and they don't really have any choice but to just accept it. Wow. So I think this person also recognizes too, it's kind of like having to be honest with themselves about like your level of participation in the relationship. Okay, so what it feels like is like this is the realization of the fact that you were doing all of the heavy emotional labor in the relationship just in order for not only for the relationship to like flourish and prosper, however however you define that for yourself and your relationships, but it's like you were the one doing all of the emotional labor in the relationship to not just keep the peace but to make it flow. They are recognizing that. They know that now. They were not necessarily being honest with themselves initially, but now they're recognizing that, the relationship did what it was doing because you were doing all the doing. Yeah, it's kind of like I think I said this a while back. Part of the problem with the person that we had on the board was something about the company that they were keeping. I have that out here too. So it's also like if they wanted to be back into your life or be a part of your life, they have to walk away from certain groups of people or patterns of behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to openly give to this person, show up for, I don't see you doing any of that anyway. This is done. But if by chance you entertained any of this person's shit, they would have to walk away from certain people. The company they been keeping, they would have to walk away from those people in order for you to even be present for them. Something would have to change. They would have to make a decision. Yep, they would have to make a decision to part ways with the people that, and this is you. It's this right here feels kind of like an ultimatum. Because this person, somebody out here does need help. They're coming to you because they need some kind of assistance. They need help with something. And it almost feels like they don't know where else to turn to, because you were the person that gave them the healing energy in the first place. But we're wrapping up this cycle here of you doing all the heavy lifting. This could be the realization or recognition. This is, again, like if somebody wants to be a part of your life, they're going to have to walk away from a bunch of things and people, habits, behaviors, all of that. And you're not budging off. Like there are some instances where flexible in the reverse is absolutely appropriate. This is one of those times. I'm not doing this until you stop. It's like dealing with somebody who has a drug addiction and they hang out with a bunch of their junkie friends and they're constantly coming to you for some kind of help. And you're like, all right, you got to get clean and sober. You got to stop hanging out with your junkie ass friends. Otherwise, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to do shit. You're just going to have to fend for yourself and figure it out. Right? That's like this right here. And they feel, I do get the sense that there's like this heavy regret because they don't want to, it's like a decision that they don't want to have to make. So let's say like they got third party shit and they're into doing all kind of weird stuff. It's like, okay, if you trying to come back here and be dealing with me, you can't be doing none of this shit. Whatever this is, whatever you've been dealing with, you can't be doing none of that. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the crazy thing. This person doesn't want to do the work. And it's a soulmate. This person doesn't want to do any of the labor. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. So yeah, I'm looking from each line. It would require action. Every single line that's out here, from top to bottom, it would require them to take action that they don't actually want to take. The way that they're looking at it, they're like, damn, if I do this, then I'm going to be out here by myself and there's going to be all this change or whatever. I'm not really comfortable with these changes. I don't really want to have to go through these changes by myself or whatever. But that's the requirement. If you want to be dealing with the collective, you got to, I heard the word surrender. But it's not even so much about the surrender. It's the sacrifice. That's what this person is being faced with. Okay. That's what this person is being faced with. Because you know how I talk and I do, and I got the Lovers card and the Devil out here. So remember, we've talked about this before. The Lovers card, I ain't talking about the choice between two people. Yeah, two people loosely. But one of those two people is you, right? Versus making a decision that binds you to another person because that's what they want, right? So this person, I'm telling you, if in order for them to be a part of your life, in order for them to, I don't want to say revisit the past, because I do see that this person is having a very difficult time like moving away from the past. But it's like, in order, and I think this is the way you would have to pose it. It's like, in order for me to be in your life, in order for us to even be dealing with each other on any level, you need to stop doing X, Y, and Z. Like I gotta draw a line somewhere. I'm not doing this anymore. Okay. So this person is realizing, like, for them, it's kind of like their mind is going pew, 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 because they're realizing everything that they would have to sacrifice everything that they would have to sacrifice in order to be in connection with you. And for me, this very much looks like a lot of emotional labor that this person just does not want to invest in. It's giving weak sauce. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. This person just looks weak as hell. They just look weak as hell. Because they're so, like I said, just like I said with the tarot, they were so used to you showing up and being there and being caring and being nurturing and doing the labor and making sure that they were cool and, you know, checking on them and cheering for them. Like all of the roles, you fulfilled all of those things so that they didn't really have to do a whole lot because you were picking up the extra slack. Now you're not doing that anymore. And this person is like, hold on. You know what I mean? Like, wait, I never expected the collective to like get a backbone, get some boundaries. I never saw that coming. I never saw that, you know, I never imagined that the collective would, you know, one day reject me, because the collective has always been there. The collective always shows up for me. That's just how that's the nature of our relationship. That's how it's always worked. Well, it don't work that way no more, you know? And so now this person's kind of like, they are kind of fucked up over it, because it's like, damn, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Hey, shouldn't have play silly games. You win silly prizes. All right. They just didn't know somebody's crown chakra was compromised. They just didn't know. Just didn't know. Somebody is lost without you. Could be a Pisces. You're no longer bound to your past worries or mistakes. A baby daddy may be significant. Children are involved, yours or theirs. An aunt or aunts is significant. She keep coming out too. I'm like, aunts and uncles, they keep coming out. Somebody tells pretty little lies. A Taurus may be significant. Somebody's getting over heartache. Meanwhile, someone else on the opposite side is still heartbroken. They feel like they've been left behind. A family dynamic is relevant here. Spirit says open your windows and doors to breathe fresh energy into your home. Somebody sees things the way that they really are, but they refuse to let it go. Someone is exhibiting greedy, selfish, and entitled behavior. Somebody does things with an expectation of what they'll get in return. Someone has a sex addiction, distorted masculine. Someone wants to tell you the truth. A Leo, or someone wants to tell you the truth about a Leo that you could be related to. Somebody is emotionally unstable or wanted you to be seen as emotionally unstable. Somebody's losing material comforts. Someone is codependent and in need of support. Someone uses money, power, and sex for influence. Someone is jealous of your light. Someone uses others for advancement. Someone is in legal trouble. Could be this Leo. And the Leo could be spreading. Okay, now I'm going to tell you, when I look at the signs and the cards that are around the signs, I'm like, oh, okay. So a Leo, you could be related to, could be emotionally unstable, experiencing legal troubles. They could be spreading the gossip, lies, and rumors, and they may use other people for advancement. Somebody from your family dynamic may want to tell you the truth about a distorted masculine. Who may have a sex addiction. You don't deserve it. Archangel Chamuel is out here for unconditional love and adoration, non-judgmental love. Someone's keeping secrets. We have a jealous sibling or cousin. Spirit tested this person and they failed. Someone left you for dead or wanted you to be left for dead. Someone's experiencing depression or dark night of the soul. Someone says, can you ever forgive me? Someone has no discipline or claim that you had no discipline. Somebody could be experiencing alcoholism. Archangel Michael is out here. Whoop, whoop. Someone stalks your socials 24/7. Pisces is out here again. You humbled them all. Bottom of the deck. Illness is part of their karma. We know that. This deck. Stop reaching out. Success. May find some success in winter time. Or new love may be coming to you in the winter. If you have a question, the answer is yes. Remain consistent. We have long term. So maybe you may have new love that's coming in that's consistent and long term. Someone's talking to others. Somebody's experiencing jealousy, unresolved jealousy. Somebody could be talking to other people about their unresolved jealousy. Uh-oh. Ooh. You will get back together. Somebody will get back together. Somebody's experiencing communication problems. 10-10. Somebody will have children or you already have children. Someone's undecided. They're checking your social media. Someone's stuck on an ex. Considering options. Someone considers you relationship material. Someone's talking to others, but don't take it personal. Someone's also stuck in the past. Let's use the other deck. 15-15, 11-11, 7-7-7. Children are involved. Reflect. Ask more questions. A new career path may be opening up for you. For the long haul, we like it. Exciting news. So exciting news, you may have a new career path opening up for you. Consider the options. Get a better perspective. Things are coming into an alignment. We like it. Love yourself. And somebody's dealing with their unresolved issues, jealousy, and confusion, stuck in the past. Don't take it personal. It doesn't have anything to do with you. Bottom of the deck, love, beginning. Okay. So 11-11, 7-7-7, 10-10, 9-1-9, 21-11, 15-15, 1-8-8, 18-88. Alright, so I have January the 1st, January the 2nd, January the 4th, January the 6th, January the 7th, January the 10th. Oh, January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, January 4th, January 6th, January 7th, January 10th, January 15th, January 18th, January the 23rd. February the 1st, February the 3rd, February the 6th, 7th, and 8th, February the 10th, February the 15th. I got February the 15th out here 3 times. February the 10th is out here twice. February the 18th and the 23rd. Okay. I have March 1st, March 2nd, March 7th, 8th, and 9th, March 10th, March the 23rd, March the 24th. I have April the 1st out here twice. April the 6th is out here twice. April the 15th. Cootie season is upon us. My son, one of my youngest son is sick. And I'm trying very desperately not to catch whatever he's got. No dates in May. I have June 1st out here 3 times. June 2nd. June 4th, June 7th, June 15th is out here twice. Then I have July 1st, July 2nd, July 7th, July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, July 7th, July 10th, July the 6th, July 23rd, and 24th. Then we have August the 2nd is out here twice. August the 7th. Okay, wait. August the 2nd, August the 3rd, August the 7th, August the 9th and 10th, August the 15th, August the 19th. Yeah. Then we have September. Hold on. Okay. Then we have September the 2nd, September the 3rd, September the 7th, 8th, September the 10th, September the 11th, and September the 19th. I have October the 1st, October the 2nd, October the 3rd, October the 7th, October the 10th, October the 24th, October the 19th, October the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 11th. November the 7th, November the 9th, November the 10th, November the 15th, November the 21st, and no dates in December. Okay. All right, so we have the moon, Pluto. Pluto is out here twice. Pluto is ruled by Scorpio, death and rebirth, power, sex, spirituality, evolution, extremes, purpose, moon, how we feel. All right, I got the second house, your resources, your self-esteem, material security, possessions, and income. 10th house out here twice. That's your reputation, your public persona, people, way people see you. I have Capricorn, Pisces, and Libra. Capricorn, Pisces, Libra, 10th house, second house, Pluto, and the moon. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonate for you, gave you clarity or confirmation of your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate it into the algorithm. Hype your girl up. Hype your girl up. If you'd like to book a personal, did I say all that? If you'd like to book a personal, all that in the description box. Like all that in the description box. Don't forget, December is booking fast, so if you want to get on my books before the end of the year, I would strongly urge you to book that reading ASAP. Because I do believe the last time I checked, I might only have had 5 dates left. Actually, I'll check now while I got you on the line. I'm like, well, I got you on the line. Let's check now, because I'm not actually sure. I don't keep up with the calendar like that until I actually see it. So, let's see. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I actually have more appointments open left. So I have 3. So I have like 6 dates that are still open. There's 6 dates here that are still open. So if you want to get in, I would get in as soon as possible, just because I know how my schedule gets. So if you want to book with me, book now. All right. I hope you guys have a really good weekend. I might come back and do another reading this weekend. This weekend ain't gonna be nearly as hectic as last weekend was. Like, now that my daughter's room is all painted and everything, there's still some work we need to do in there, but the major work is done already. It was just the paint that we needed to get taken care of, but we can do all the rest of it. She's already back in her room, so the rest of the stuff can be taken care of at another time. My husband's going to be off for a little bit during the winter break, so I'm compiling my honey-do list now. So he has stuff to do while I'm in here working. All right, I love you guys. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. I hope you have an amazing, amazing weekend. All right, take care.